Whakaari White Island trial gets underway today. The remaining 6 defendants set to face the judge. Dramatic scenes after police car smashes into a bus stop in Auckland, and why New Zealand could come under pressure to provide more aid to Ukraine. Te Maria, I'm Shuri Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The trial linked to the Whakaari White Island disaster begins today in the Auckland District Court. It erupted in December 2019 when there were 47 people on the island. 22 died as a result of the disaster. In 2020, 13 parties were charged by WorkSafe for allegedly failing to meet health and safety obligations leading up to the event. Since then, the National Emergency Management Agency has had its charges dismissed, while in-flight charters, GNS Science and White Island Tours have all pleaded guilty. Last Friday, Volcanic Air Safaris, Aerius Limited and Kahu New Zealand all entered last-minute guilty pleas. The remaining 6 defendants, ID Tours New Zealand, Tauranga Tourism Services and Whakaari Management Limited, along with its directors, go on trial this week. 3 police officers are being praised for pulling 2 critically injured people from a fiery wreck in central Hamilton. Witnesses say a speeding car crashed into a truck pulling into Hamilton's Pack and Save supermarket on Mill Street early yesterday morning and burst into flames. 2 people died at the scene, while St John took 6 people to Waikato Hospital. 2 are in critical condition to moderate, while the remaining 2 have just minor injuries. A police car has been involved in a crash in Auckland overnight, taking out a light pole and smashing into a bus stop. Emergency services were called to the scene on Great South Road shortly before 12:30 a.m. Firefighters and police officers were seen examining the crash site and surrounding areas. The police car itself has suffered extensive damage, while it's not yet known whether anyone has been injured in the crash. New Zealand may come under pressure to provide more aid to Ukraine. The Prime Minister is meeting with NATO leaders until Thursday morning in the next leg of his Europe trip. Deterrence of the Russian invasion on Ukraine and defence for the embattled nation are flagged as the biggest topics on the agenda. Auckland University International Relations expert Stephen Hoadley says Chris Hipkins has been clear lethal aid isn't on the table.
If the Allies are expecting New Zealand to make a major contribution, I think Chris Hipkins will say, look, we'll give every possible moral support. They'll admit refugees, for example.
The tobacco industry is being accused of scaremongering over smoke-free laws. A survey conducted by KPMG shows there's been a 27% decline in black market tobacco consumption since 2019. It was commissioned by tobacco company Imperial Brands, which argues regulation will cause the illicit market to grow. Anti-smoking researchers say the industry's own work now shows this isn't a strong argument. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.